This is Nevado Jajuntai, a 19,000 feet mountain located in the heart of Peru, full of little secrets, like hidden crevasses and a high avalanche risk. It's beautiful, isn't it? And that's me, climbing it with an Avenged Sevenfold flag on my back. That cough? My lungs are swelling due to the lack of oxygen. I know, it's a bit much, so let's go back for a second. I wasn't really into music as a kid, but I did play a lot of video games. And games like Tony Hawk and GTA introduced me to many bands. But there was this one game that had this one song. I didn't know the band, I didn't know the lyrics, but when this song kicked in, I felt unstoppable. For 6 minutes, I was the main character. But anyway, later that year, my parents got me a PS2 for Christmas. It was glorious. This was back when every kid wanted to be a rockstar. I would spend most of my hours shredding. My favorite track, the one by Avenged Sevenfold obviously, it was so good, but it was almost too easy in my opinion. When Call of Duty took over the world, they were there too, in 4 games. They even played a concert in one of those. They were everywhere. By the time I became a teenager, I was listening to them non-stop. I even bought a CD. It didn't matter if I was commuting, weightlifting, running, or even cooking. It seemed to go with anything. But you know, one playlist replaces the other, and I kind of forgot about it for 10 years. March 25th, 2024. Do you remember that morning? Well, I do. Because I got a text from a friend that is never up in the morning. The conversation went something like this.
Hey, wanna go to Download?
Download a festival? What? I thought.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit and Avenged gonna play there.
He said. Long time no see. Huh. I wonder what they have been up to.
So
without much thought and a lot of fear of missing out, I said yes. When the lights went down, something clicked. I wanted to be part of it. Back to Brazil, I started writing a documentary for the 25th anniversary of the band. I wanted to start small, just to get my foot on the door. That means it has to be easy and short. But I just couldn't help it. The more I learned, the more I wanted to make this my biggest project yet. After weeks working on it, my baby was ready. I was going to win awards, we would become best friends. All that was left was to press send. No reply. I was devastated. Well, I still went to Santa Ana, obviously.
So much.
M Shadow certified. The man
Sorry,
himself.
where were we?
Autograph.
I was devastated. That was my one shot. The Life is But a Dream tour is ending, and M Shadow's talking about retirement. Well, if they're gonna retire, let's go to a couple more concerts, shall we? India? Nah, too far. Brazil, of course. Curitiba, São Paulo. Damn, they're gonna play right next to my house. Argentina, Budapest, Berlin, Lithuania, Berlin, Peru. Peru is beautiful. I could climb a mountain and go straight to a concert. I wish it was that easy. The concert wasn't about 3 months. I had to race against time to pull this off. Endless cardio sessions, strength training, uphill hikes, and any mountain I can put my feet on. There are no second chances in the mountains, and on top of that, I'm carrying a whole camera crew and a flag on my back. I'm not taking any chances. Every ounce counts when you're low on oxygen, so I cleaned up my diet and I ate more eggs than I could count. Climb the mountain, not to play your flag, but to embrace the challenge. Breathe the air and learn the view. Climb it to see the world, not to make the world see you. And somewhere along the way it asks, how bad do you want this? And if you're not willing to give your all, you better stay home. Now, we head to Peru. Peru was a test mountain. This would set the tone for the next two. We were moving fast. I felt strong, maybe too strong. The snow was very unstable. It would be fun if they found my body with this flag. Jokes aside, the climb was pretty smooth. When we got to the top, the wind was relentless. That's when it hit me. I could do everything right and still fail. Too much wind, too many clouds, and the drone shot wouldn't work. The very next day we headed to Pacha. I was tired, but super confident. I had killed Lina Ferro. I should be able to do this too, right? Well, no. Pacha was double the distance, 300 meters higher, and it had been raining all day. It hurts to say this, but I knew I had no chance.
Espera. Yeah.
So we are, I think you're a little bit too close. So we are in Pacha right now. I think we are almost halfway. We decided to call it off because I'm way too tired. Mountaineering is a peculiar sport. I spent months obsessing over standing on top of a rock. Some say they like nature, some say they need a challenge. I never needed any of that, but now I was struggling to find meaning. Why am I trying so hard to be seen? Why am I putting my life on the line for this flag? I couldn't find an answer. I didn't want to do it anymore. When the car showed up, I struggled to say no. On the way to the mountain, I found myself praying for a blizzard, a landslide, anything, just something beyond my control that could stop this. The lack of oxygen was showing. My head was cloudy, my vision blurred at the edges. Simple decisions felt impossible. I wasn't there anymore, but my body kept moving. It's hard to explain. It felt like something else was pulling me, like I was on strings. The more you go up, the less oxygen you have. And at some point, you hit that sweet spot where it feels like you just had 2 drinks. Every rock looks interesting, every cloud seems to be smiling at you. At the top there was no crowd, no applause, just a silence so loud that pressed my chest harder than altitude ever could. The mountain didn't welcome me, or celebrate, but it let me stand there for a second. And as I raised that flag over a sea of mountains, I realized, as I tried to tell their story, I ended up writing mine. In the end, I guess it wasn't about the destination. It was about the journey.
Can't you see? Life is but a dream.